my clients have made to the government of Canada, to companies like Deloitte, IBM, Amazon, you name it. And they did this all without having a large network. What I mean by that is, let's not hear about the jobs are not posted. 80 to 90% jobs are not posted. Majority of my client, 99% of the time, they've all applied online. And it all started with the branding strategies. How are you going to brand yourself? So we're going to bust the myth because my clients have done that. And there's no one size fits all when it comes to landing that dream career or landing the speaking gig. You have to know the market and labor trends. You have to do the SWOT on yourself. What are you good at and what are you not good at? Let's pump that up. And this is what I teach in my one size does not fit all career strategy with a great success. I'm going to share some of the profile today, and here it is. He was a newcomer and he worked in the top company, as you can see, and he was not getting any interviews at all. After working with me, within a couple of sessions, he got hired with the 6-figure and bonus as well. And he made it very clear that the investment that he did it on himself after moving to the new country worked the wonder for him. He almost gave up. Now he is living the Canadian dream. It is possible. I have the other client named Rishi. He wanted to go into the leadership role, and he got it after working with me. When we worked together, we worked on the branding piece and career strategies. Now he is working in amazing company. In fact, he's teaching in the same college that he graduated from as well. He said he was one of the clients who was frustrated from applying to the jobs and getting no response. Rejected 16 times in the same bank she wanted to work. Right after working with me, she got it. Within 3 weeks of working with me, she got the job offer for the targeted role. Now, with her, someone told her she has to get the certifications, and she did it. It didn't work because that certification was not hurting her. She did not need the certification. She was already qualified for the role she was targeting for. This is why costly upgrades not going to get you anywhere if you don't know how do you strategize a career with a branding strategy. I have another one right there who went from 0 to multiple offers and interviews as well. In fact, she tells me on a video, this company, Deloitte, was a dream company before moving to Canada. The first job in Canada as a newcomer hired in Deloitte. It is possible. She's been promoted a couple of times as well. I have someone who was laid off, and we work together. The dream career. All you need is a career and branding strategy. Someone whose contract was expiring soon landed in the top company's targeted role as well. It is possible as an immigrant. No certifications, no more degrees hoarding, working on the career branding. I have someone who got the job offer within 20 days of landing after working with me. And it was all about part of branding strategy as well. To move up and switch. She's become a job shopper. Hundreds of dollars in the pocket by switching as well. She's not a job hopper. She's been contacted by recruiters constantly because of her branding too. Someone who got laid off for the 3rd time chose to work with me instead of somebody else, an outplacement, and he got the offers as well. He was a hiring manager, so he needed the career and branding strategies, and he got the offer. I have someone who worked the survival jobs and got laid off later on and reached out and worked together. Now he's been climbing up in a ladder, switching like nobody, job shopping with the same strategy he learned from the class and sessions. Told to step down as a newcomer in Canada, but he got it more than what he wanted. Senior manager, then he's promoted into the leadership role more than that. Now he's promoted into director role as well. Same career and branding strategy. Someone who wanted a remote role now is leading a team as well as a senior leader. So again, the career and branding strategies. Someone who hired resume writer and LinkedIn profile writer did not work. After working with me, started generating the interviews, ended up in recruiter search, working the top company. Someone who went to the employment center, didn't work, then came and worked with me with a career in branding strategies, and now working with the top companies. Someone who wanted to switch, was not working, then with the branding strategy, able to switch. But see what's possible, different industry. We've worked with more than 30 industry around the world. Let's work together and see what's possible for you.
Frank, you were very confident, and I was like, what is going to change, right? And then one by one, as I started working, I don't know, in a way, I'm like, wow, she did make it happen. I don't know, I would put it out to two things, right? Put it down to two things. The one is, I got my confidence back while preparing the resume. And, I've never been so prepared for an interview in my life. It gave me a lot of confidence to speak. Second thing, I think it's the LinkedIn profile. They found me and
be doing right now. I had like less expectations at the time when I was applying, but when I like took your guidance and you told me, the kind like thing, not even just in my resume. I think when I started getting interviews, I think I had the knowledge and experience, but it was just like how things work differently here and how you trained me and told me how to bring out those things that you already have in yourself. Sometimes we self-doubt and we are not able to probably articulate what we already have in ourselves. So yeah, I think that was one of the things. And when I interviewed for this leadership role, I think it hit off instantly, and I had 3 or 4 rounds. And again, I mean, when I joined, I was like, "Is it done? Is it like already there? I'm already there." And yeah, I got the offer letter, and I could also negotiate my salary. I really wanted to be into that 6-figure. I was like, doubting myself, and I was not sure whether I want to invest in myself or not. But now, when I look back, I would be like doing probably odd jobs till now if I
expect lots and lots of rejections. I don't know why, if those rejections were because I did not have Canadian experience or, just because there were too many applicants for every job, but I was getting nothing basically. Some rejections, in most cases, no one would even respond. And that is when, Sweta, I just came across your profile in the social media, and I decided to take on the course. And I think I've expressed this before, and I will say this again, that I am very happy that I took that because it helped me a lot. I learned from, how to build your brand, how to tailor my resume according to the different jobs, how to actually have the proper LinkedIn profile in place. All of these things, I took it much more seriously once I went through your course. 2 months after joining, I landed my first job. And in the interview process, I have to say that the tricks and tips which I learned from you, that definitely played a part,
I was just going with the flow. I'm stuck right there. I'm not able to identify where I wanted to go. Have a very well-rounded view to help you have a better clarity on where you want to reach. And I was really happy when this happened because I found a really different perspective. And it really helped me, sharpen my knowledge and understand what I needed to do in order to get to the step of acing an interview in Amazon. 6 interviews, and they were all with regionals and directors. And each interview was really, really hectic. Have someone or consult a coach who would help you redirect your compass.
We don't know about how the job industry, how the whole culture works here, how the community is.
Yeah, and there's so many barriers. Like, you have mental blocks, you have cultural blocks, you have professional blocks. You need that expertise from a person and a service provider like Sweta, like Teachndo. They know what they're doing and they know how they can get you from your point A to point B.
Cushions like Sweta. At the same time, I believe all of the new immigrants who are coming here are experienced. Think from the point of view that whatever you are investing, you are getting it returned in a month or a 2 months salary of yours.
Yeah.
Not getting the right kind of resources to find a job and then ending up doing a survival job, whatever money that you would be earning, that's not your earning. Actually, you lost of the opportunities what you would have otherwise got.
Yep.
So that's where the right choices of making this kind of investments is really helpful.
As a temporary worker, with all the dead ends, it was more towards customer service, even though I had my diploma in accounting. 4 years ago, I got in an accident, and I was on the verge of depression because I lacked self-esteem even more. Still a temporary worker, without permanent pay. I was concerned about my career prosperity. I was concerned about my need to, meet the financial needs. It also helped me build confidence and find a remote work with 40% increase in my pay compared to contractual job. Remote job was very important to me. So Sweta really helped me out finding a remote job, because with the remote job, I could focus on my strength building after the accident, as well as the job. And I had that work-life balance sorted out. Right, that's a technique that I'd never heard of in the university or college. Right, I used that technique to find a proper job. I used that technique for interview, and I still use CAR technique, in my workplace. These techniques were not taught in my schools, as I mentioned. These techniques were, taught by Sweta, which was really helpful in building my career portfolio, and I'm using to this day. And I've gotten like 2 or 3 promotions already since then.
I thought my resume was pretty good, and I thought my profile was pretty good, but you saw little gaps in it for what I was looking for. So you pushed and you followed up with, did you do the homework? Sell yourself. And these are people that don't know you, don't know your career. So you have whatever a few minutes to get it across and hit the key points. Working with a consultant like yourself, you get a little specific, and you ask the questions of what are you looking for, stereotypical approach, which doesn't fit everybody.
But to me, the experience was valuable, I feel, but I got rejected, and I then was kind of being depressed. But you helped me write my own resume with high school. They're even shocked right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I'm in the banking sector, and I'm now in AML, but without a certification. Like, believe me when I say that. I was actually nervous to even apply for this role, and I was not sure if I'll actually get it, because you need CAMP certifications and like all different kind of certifications to get through it, right? First, able to do all this and achieve everything that I actually wanted in my life. So can everybody, but you just need to think of yourself first. Not saying to be selfish, but you do really have to think of yourself.
I quit my job because of different reasons. Thought of looking for a career change. I was trying to play around with my resume, applying on LinkedIn and so on and so forth, but things really didn't work. I realized within a couple of months, something is really wrong what I'm doing in terms of my approach. And I felt, I need a person's sort of advice, expert opinion, but still an advice into what I'm doing and, what's really happening with the approach I'm taking, right? Unfortunately enough, I came across your sort of expertise on some online platform, approached you. I think that's when things have changed completely for me.
Really good, Sweta. In fact, I got a first interview call after this one, but at least I got a call.
I'm so happy. Oh my God. I'm tearing up right now.
5 months since we landed in Canada. So since last 5 months, I've been trying to, I'd been applying for everything, but no calls. I thought like something is really wrong with me. But after coming here, I like in the last 3-4 months, I was feeling like, am I that worthless not to get an interview call? So it was that stage. Then she gave me your reference, and then I thought I will wait. I immediately prepared everything. I'm actually motivated now. I was totally down before this, no? When I started it, I totally stopped applying also. It was so miserable.
I am so happy for you. I'm so happy that you got this just in first try. All right, so you've seen it all. What is possible? If you're qualified, you are not getting a single interviews, and you're not landing the targeted role. It's not about having a large network. It's not about getting another certificates or more degrees to get ahead. It's about the career and branding strategies. That's something my clients have done it, and they've moved up a ladder using the same career and branding strategy. They learn it from one size does not fit all. You are unique. Everyone is unique. Let's get this done. Book a call, teachndo.com/appointment to see if you're the right fit. I can't wait to chat with you soon. Let's do this.